Hi, and welcome back to segment 4 of Life Changing Solutions Live. Had so much fun with Coco Vinny. I was like, hey, stick around for segment 4 and let's see what we can talk about. Not to mention, we've had a ton of responses and comments, and thank you, everybody. Everything's welcome. Whatever your opinion is, it's like, we appreciate it.
We just read some comments from this guy named Oscar Gates.
Uh-huh.
And it was, he was a Coco hater, is what I like to call him. He was hating on us. I don't know, he was saying all kinds of weird things, but hey, you know, everyone has a choice. And wherever your attention goes, your energy flows, baby. And if Oscar wanted to hate on Coco Vinny, or hate on Angie, or hate on the world, well, that's his choice. That's the race he's gonna run. He's running his race. If his true core purpose is to check everybody, nut check everybody, then that's his deal. So, hey, Oscar, Coco love, baby. Nothing but love for you. We're sending you Coco love. Whatever you're going through, whatever your deal is, hey, we're here for you.
No, and that's true. And then it's like, but we also have people like Art Sanchez, who is, you know, a huge friend and supporter of us. And so love you, Jill. Love you too. Thanks for the props. So really, as I said, it's like everything is welcome, you know, and we're just going to love you no matter what.
You got to have the Coco haters with the Coco lovers, because you don't know love without hate. Really, it's the alpha and the omega, the black and the white, the sun and the moon, and all that has to balance out. So, hey, you got to have a lot of shit to make some manure sometimes, and then you can grow some good things out of it, right?
Speaking of growing, actually, just kind of, that's how I'm going to use this as a segue.
Great segue.
Right? You were telling me about, like, what do you do with this once it's gone?
So, the coconut is fully reusable. Not reusable in this form, but we upcycle it. So we're implementing a program, a zero waste beverage program with the resorts. So these don't just end up in landfill. We're gonna get the coconuts back, and we can open them up. We take the meat out of them. We can feed the meat. We can make fish food out of it. We can feed it to hens and chicken. I have a friend that has thousands of hens up in Armagosa Valley, and I was just up there actually sang the ukulele to them. But we can feed the coconut meat to the chickens. Then we grind up the coir and the shell, and we can turn it into other soil products and put it right back into the earth. So a full closed loop dealio, where it's farm to fridge back to farm. There's no grave. You know, they say cradle to grave. There's no grave. It goes from cradle to the fridge back to the cradle. So farm to fridge to farm, closed loop. And in the circular economics of things, it actually makes more money when you have circular economics in a regenerative way. So we're learning all about how to get more bang for the buck, and it's just exciting because it's helping the planet. For every ton of food waste that ends up in the landfill, it creates 143 pounds of methane into the air, and methane is 23 times more harmful to our environment than carbon dioxide, which comes out of your car. So we really want to start eliminating any landfill, any waste at all. We can't just recycle our way out of it now. We have to totally eliminate. So that's our story, and we're sticking to it.
No, I love that. And that's something else that I was thinking about. I was like, I honestly did kind of wonder, is that, so if I buy this and I have this at home and I don't have access to you or be able to like send it back to, this is still biodegradable.
Oh, yeah. So,
like, even if I was to throw it away.
Yeah, well, there's so many other things you can do with this too. I mean, we've cut the tops off. We make them into little planter pots. You can plant things out of them. You can put wax in them. You can make it into a candle. There's so many cool things you can do with the actual coconut. You know, it's just it's a neat thing. But with a coconut tree and fruit and everything, you can make over 360 different products from a coconut tree, and there's entire economies that are dependent on the coconut. So if you took the coconut out of like the Philippines or Thailand or any of these countries, their whole economy would collapse because it's that important.
Talk about the butterfly effect. Because
Yeah.
honestly, these are little things that I didn't think about, and I really did take the coconut for granted, and I underestimated it. Because I'm like,
And the
this
coconut,
is all I see.
the coconut's in the Bible. It's one of the oldest, most evolved plants in the world. It's even evolved further than traditional plants that rely on birds and animals to spread the seed for them. The coconut relies on the ocean current to spread its seed. And the coconut can grow without any soil. It'll roll up on shore. It can grow on lava rock, on sand, on gravel. And this is one of the most resilient, evolved, they call it the tree of life in the Bible.
It's all about the coconut. But,
Mm-hmm.
but so, okay, but back to you. So
Okay.
you started this whole journey. When did you start work, developing and really?
So it was 2013, came up with the idea, and it took me about 18 months from idea to actual prototype and then manufacturing. And we sold our first Coco Taps tool in 2016. So it's about 2 years of R&D and full on. I mean, it's the only made in USA coconut water tool. We sourced everything local. We didn't go overseas. It's made in USA. We wanted to be sure that everything that went into this product, we could control the efficacy of it. And so, yeah, it's been wild. And we were just on Shark Tank in November.
I saw that.
So it's pretty exciting that it's getting some cocoa love out there.
That's awesome. And then for those who want to embark in their journey, like what is your nuggets? What are your...
Really take a step back and take an analysis and accounting of where you're at, what you're feeling, what you're really feeling. Don't bullshit yourself. Just be real and get down to the source of what's going on with you, and really make moves. Just decide what island you're going to go get. What's your island? Say, all right, well, I want to do this. Well, then go, and stop thinking. You got to act, and act before you think, because the actions are what's going to get you and new thoughts. Because if you want to think a new thought about something, you got to move, and you got to make that data. You got to fail forward. You got to move. And so my thing is just take action, take notes, fail. Don't be afraid to fail. Fail faster. Fail forward. Learn, grow, and then you'll get on. Because it's just, the people just get stuck, and they really just get up here, and it's really in here. So my only nugget is to just go here, get tapped in, and get on that boat and start rowing. I don't care what kind of boat it is. If it's a kayak, start rowing that sucker until you get a better boat. Don't worry about, you don't need a yacht right now. Get in that freaking little rowboat or a blow up boat and just start going towards your island, because you ain't gonna get there any other way. So you gotta row your boat.
That's funny. But something else that, like, a key part I think that we often forget is, we take action, we start moving, but we forget to learn. Like, stop and like, when we fail forward, as you said, reset. Look around and be like, okay, what didn't work? Don't blame yourself. Don't get all, bajiggity, as I call it, and start crying over what happened. It's like, no. What didn't work? What can I do better? How can I keep moving? Yeah. And just keep moving, And the other thing too, as you mentioned, is you may start off with a kayak and then end up with a yacht, but don't, just
whatever.
Right. Like, if
you got to start swimming, if you don't even have a boat, get your ass in that water.
Right.
Get wet.
Go.
You got to jump. Right.
And just make that risk and just go. Go with it. Don't give yourself time to talk yourself out of it or think yourself out of it.
Don't listen to anybody else. It's your race. The thing is, you got to run your race, and you got to start running. Walk, crawl, jog, jump, hopscotch, whatever you got to do, get in the race. Get into your race, not anybody else's.
All right, and with that, we have about a minute left. So one more time, how can we find you or Coco Taps?
Go to Coco Taps for You on Instagram, Twitter. Go to our website. If you want to buy a Coco Taps toolkit, you can go to the Wynn Las Vegas. You can go to MGM, Aria, Mandalay Bay, Cosmopolitan, Venetian. Lots of really cool places. Johnny Rockets, Nathan's Hot Dogs. So many cool restaurants that I would have never thought they're selling our fresh tap cocos. And just be nice just be nice. Be nice to people. Spread cocoa love. There's enough cocoa hate out there. Oscar's a cocoa hater. See you guys.
I love you guys. Thank you so much. And that's a wrap. And see you, in 2 weeks. And again, Coco Vinny, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks, Angie. I appreciate it.
Bye.
Nice to see you.